a pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Noch was?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Wer sollte denn hier zu einem Fischmarkt kommen? Jetzt sagt sie gleich, deswegen ist er geschlossen.
No one. That's why it's closed. It was once a bustling place, back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta or somewhere else. As I said, it's a peninsula.
Wer sind
There's
Sie
no
hier?
one there, just ghosts and vagrants, and teenagers making out. Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr. Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
So, ich versuch's nochmal. Nee, mache ich nicht. Wir haben die denn zwischen den Fischen zu suchen. Was ist das? Okay. Nehme ich, das rede ich mit ihr.
Hi, officer.
Die Netzflickerin. Mhm.
Anything I can help you with?
Wo sind wir hier?
Fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Die ist doch eigentlich nett.
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
You've graduated to Lowbringer now?
Ach komm jetzt, Kim.
Men with authority have their quirks. Comes with never being second guessed about anything. So what brings you here, Lawbringer? The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
Nein.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Können Sie es benutzen?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
Klar.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
Wow.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Warum?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men.
Ist ja immer noch das Hübscheste, was hier rumläuft, ne?
Men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Und wo sind all die Männer jetzt?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Und wo ist der Mann?
Gone.
Wo ist der hin?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long
Okay.
time ago. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse
Ekelhaft.
turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Also, naja, sie vermisst ihn schon.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Was? Ja.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Ja.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another.
Das machen wir
Better
nicht.
drunk.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Kannst du davon leben?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Okay.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
Ugh.
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
Inzwischen ist es Plastik.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Das ist völlig uninteressant.
And go where? The fish are plentiful here and we get enough orders to get by. It's not great, but it's something. People imagine picking up and finding something better is an easy solution. But how is that supposed to work when all your time and energy
das
goes
verstehe ich
to
zu
staying
gut.
alive? You have almost nothing to set aside to actually fight your way out.
Ja.
I don't mean to complain about my pauper life. We are warm and fed here and I
Bitte.
don't know. There's just something about this
Wir
shithole.
machen das auf jeden Fall. Also das da auf gar keinen Fall.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Ah.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate? Aha, like snowmen.
Davon weiß ich jetzt nichts.
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Dergleichen.
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
Und noch jemand?
Okay. When did this person stay here? Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Echt?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Nee, das war's. Die Unterschrift von Everett will ich nicht. Das mache ich nicht. Und mit ihr daten will ich erst recht nicht. So, ich guck mal nochmal hier rein. Ja, das habe ich schon, aber das ist nicht fertig. Wo ist die Wäscherin? Da ist sie.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea.
Ja, versuchen wir es
I'll
mal.
wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangements and look for
Okay.
any signs of Ruby. But after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night.
Ach, das
We'll meet
ist
in
meine
front of
Hütte.
the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now. As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine
Okay.
dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops.
Was? Gut, wie komme ich jetzt wieder raus?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with? Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
Okay,
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl,
Gott sei Dank.
as I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
Wann war das?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into? That girl.
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Genau.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Ich frage das jetzt alles.
I cleaned it, like I always do. No,
Glaube ich nicht.
The truth, sire.
Okay, okay. Naja, wie ist Ruby so?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Was glauben Sie, warum sie die Kugel dort
How
gelassen
would
hat?
I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
Hatte sie irgendwelche technischen Ausrüstung bei sich, ihr Funkgerät?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Okay.
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the
Okay.
sunset. She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself the way some people do.
Wo ist sie
I
hingegangen?
don't know. Further up the coast, she tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
Weil der Gesuch, also dann werden wir dort suchen.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
No, you can do it. You still have plenty of juice in you before you drop. Behind the cinder block houses, old pre-war ruins rise to the sky like dark palaces. The wind calls.
What more do you want to know about that? Yes,
Na
let's
gut, das
hear
reicht
those
eigentlich.
other questions. One thing, officer, she's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself
Okay,
mixed
schauen wir
up in.
nach. So, hier sind wir, glaube ich, durch. Weiter nach Norden. Das sollte ja hier irgendwo sein. Was ist das denn? Masut. Mhm. Okay, gut, das ist nicht so wichtig. Ich guck mal gerade in die... Mhm. Oh, da war ich doch schon. Was ist denn da?
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here. We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building. I hope not.
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Nee, mache ich nicht, oder?
There's no echo and no answer.
Okay. Okay, was habe ich da gemacht? Ah ja, das ist das hier. Mit dem muss man so furchtbar lange reden. Das haben wir ja schon mal gemacht. Aber ich glaube, wir müssen es noch mal tun.
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away." Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to
vielleicht
go
da drin.
forward is to fail first.
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Was?
Maybe we could, ask the man who's pointing at the building.
Erstmal nicht.
Great idea.